Hey y'all, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are setting up our 2024 binders. I am so excited. We are also cash stuffing and having sort of a regular cash stuffing a little bit towards the middle or end of this video. If y'all can hear the guinea pigs, I am so sorry. They think I'm talking to them, so they are squeaking at me. Where do we start? Oh, I guess we'll start by counting we will start by counting the cash so that we will know sort of what's coming towards the middle of this video, and then we will set the money aside for just a second while I talk about what binders I am setting up and what categories I'm using for 2024. 50, 150, 250, 350, 450, 550, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 700, 750, 70, 90, 810, 820, 825, 26, 27, 28, 29. $829 is what we will be cash stuffing in just a little bit. If you guys have not already liked this video, please go ahead and do that. If I get 700 likes, which is the higher end of what I normally get, I typically get about 500 to 700 likes on a video. So not something I typically ask for, but consider going ahead and liking this video. If I get 700 likes or more, then in 2 days I will have another cash stuffing and it will be a more regular cash stuffing. So I would really appreciate that. It helps this channel grow. If you are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing as well. I think we have a lot of fun on this channel. First, I just want to talk about the things that are already set up that we are keeping. So the 50 envelope savings challenge is saving for birthdays, primarily for my two sons' birthday parties. But if we need to pull money here and there, we will, like if a friend's birthday comes up and we need a birthday present. So we will have, what, 1,200 something at the end of this 50 envelope savings challenge. Then we have, that's already set up and we're not cash stuffing it today. Okay, let me back up for a second. This is already stuffed where I want it to be for this month, so we won't be cash stuffing into that today, but I did want to mention it because it is staying in our 2024 rotation. Next, we have the 52-week savings challenge. This is same kind of idea. Like we have our little categories. If you're unfamiliar with these, it's like on the 7, you put $7 in there. On the 20, you'll put $20 in there. So at the end of this one, we will have $1,378. Every single week we need to stuff one of them. So same kind of idea. We're already stuffed where I want us to be for January. So we are setting this aside. But if I didn't mention it, this is for Christmas. That is why our little reindeer here is has his little Christmas lights and it's kind of themed out for Christmas, right? So we're also setting this aside, but this is going to be a staple in our 2024 binders. So we have these two binders already set up, already started these. We're good to go at least through January on these. So we're gonna set these to the side. Before we talk about our weekly and our monthly binders, we're gonna set that aside. And I just wanna talk about the savings challenges that I'm gonna be using this year. And once I am done talking about like how we're setting these up while we cash stuff, we can kind of catch up on life, because I know I've been MIA for a couple of weeks, but we will chat about that in just a minute. Let's first get these organized. The sinking funds that I really want to focus on this year are, one, summer camps, because my boys are always in summer camps and those can be very, very expensive. So summer camps is number one. Should we just kind of flip through it like this? How do we want to do this? Car insurance is our second priority because that can be expensive. I am paid up for the next several months, so we have a little while to save before that is due again. However, I'm moving states, and so I think my insurance is also going to need to change about when I move. So we'll talk about that as that happens. This is going to be for saving for snowboards for my boys and myself. I don't know that we're actually going to end up getting them this coming year. I would like to, but just in case we decide to, I'd like to save to buy snowboards secondhand. Next, we have a sports card. My oldest is typically in soccer, or he really wants to play basketball, so he's typically in some kind of a sport. So I want to save for when that comes around. And then we have a penny challenge. We're gonna just slowly save for this penny challenge for parking. Where I'm moving, there are parking fees if you go into the city or like downtown. I'm not moving to like a major metro area. Is that how I would say it? Listen to me. I have no idea. I am not moving to like a major city, but the downtown area does have parking meters, and that is not, I'm not used to that. So we're gonna save in our penny challenge for parking downtown. Luckily, where I'm living specifically, it's just like, you know, like, I don't know, not downtown. There are no parking meters. So that is not going to be typical, but whenever we want to go to like a children's museum or something, we're gonna need parking money. Glasses, that is saving for myself and my youngest son. We both wear glasses. I need glasses next, though if history tells us anything, it's that my son is going to get new glasses every single year, and I am going to wear the same glasses for a decade. That's where we're at. But I'm hoping I get glasses this year. October savings challenge. I pulled this from one of like my monthly sets. I am using this to save for costumes for the boys for this coming year. We won't be putting a ton of money into this like on a regular basis because costumes are not that expensive, but I would prefer to put $5 in this here or there versus $100 in October when I haven't been budgeting for it. Next, we have a 500 tracker. This is going to be for my AAA, which I pay for every November, and then I have my car tag. My car tag comes every November as well, but it hit me as I sat down to film this that I guess I'm gonna have to get a new car tag because I'm moving and I don't know how that works. Somebody tell me how that works. But I was thinking we would be saving $500 for November for AAA and car tag. However, when I move, I'm pretty sure I have to get a new car tag right then. So does that mean like the $200 that I paid in Mississippi for a car tag, like I'm just straight out that money and I have to repay it? You know what I mean? How does that work? Next, we are saving for car maintenance. That is like oil change. That is the thing that comes around the most. Although if something does pop up and if we have a little bit of savings here, it would be nice if we, you know, could pull from this instead of something unexpected or like instead of putting it on the card. And the very last savings challenge that is going into this binder, our savings challenges, is for vacation. I would love to take some kind of a mini like weekend vacation with the boys every quarter. I don't know that that's going to happen, especially with us moving. There are just so many like higher priorities, but every year I say it would be nice if we were a family that took some kind of a little vacation at least every quarter. I'm going to be okay if that doesn't happen, but it would be nice to start putting money towards that, right? So that is our savings challenge binder for 2024. And then the only things we have left to put together is our monthly wallet and our weekly wallets. So I think before we do that, let's go ahead and cash stuff our savings challenges so we can chat just a little bit and get some of the money stuffed. And then the majority of our money though likely is going into our monthly wallet and perhaps some weekly money. Okay, so setting that aside just for a second, and let's go ahead and stuff our savings challenges so we can chat for a little bit before we move into putting more binders together. So, oh, I'm gonna need my highlighters. Every time I move, the guinea pigs get very excited too, so nope. I was just gonna say, let's see if I can move without them getting very excited. I was not successful. Let me know in the comments if you guys can hear the guinea pigs or if I should just not mention it. Like, can you guys not even hear them? They are very, very loud for me because they sit right next to my desk. They don't like just randomly sit next to my desk. They live in their you know, their cages right next to my desk. Okay, summer camps, we're gonna start with our savings challenges, though I will say, because I will say most of our money is not going into savings challenges though. So for this cash stuffing anyway, we are going to skip summer camp. We are going to put some money into car insurance. We're going to put $50 into car insurance. Actually, how are you guys doing? I hope that everybody's year is off to a great start. Mine is off to a great start, though it has been, what color do I want? It has been busy catching up on orders. If you ordered in the pre-sale for me, thank you so much. All of the orders are going out tomorrow morning. I've got everything like ready, which is why I felt like I could finally sit down and do a video. So why did I pick gray? Like this is already gray. So that's really where I've been. We were on vacation for a few weeks at the new house, kind of getting things set up there, and then we've been back for a couple of weeks now, but I've spent almost all of my time working on orders. I'm so thankful for those orders, guys. That really paid for my trip up. It paid to get a little bit of furniture in the house. Of course, I always love whenever you guys are purchasing the binders and things that I create and we get to use the same things. I think that's really, really fun. Insurance, we have $50. So yeah, I do appreciate all of those orders, but because I was not here to be creating them as they were coming in, I was on vacation. I had a lot of catching up to do. Every single time I have a sale email before I've created the item, I always regret it. I have said this before too, and car insurance, snowboard. This is for the snowboard. Let me write that on here. This tracker we are using to save for this snowboard. We are going to put $20 in here because why not? But I was saying, every time I create order, like I don't like creating orders as they come in. I prefer to have the orders, like the binders created, and then I sell them after they're done so that they can ship out to you guys immediately, right? Like I think everybody would prefer if I did that, if I did things that way. But sometimes, you know, life happens and I'm just like, oh, I'll just create it and we'll come back to it. It's not gonna be a big deal. And then I always, what color am I looking for? Here, let's just see if this color shows up. I know from history, like I don't like when the colors are too different. Oh, that's good. That's perfect. Hold on, I'll show you guys in just, okay. See, that's cute. Like it's colored in, it's darker, but it's not overwhelming. Okay. Anyway, snowboards, $20 going into snowboards. I know from history that I would prefer to create everything. The stress that comes with that is if I overcreate and then I have stuff left over, you know, anyway, it is definitely my preference though to create ahead of time and to be able to ship out really quickly. So in the future, I'm planning on creating stuff first and then launching stuff. Sports, we are adding $30 to sports. Okay, sports, we added 30, penny challenge. That is for parking. We are gonna add, we're just gonna color in this 469 and add a 5. That's fine. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. I think I was just saying I've been away. That's why I know what I was saying. I was saying I've been away for the last couple of weeks just because I've been working on orders. We are homeschooling as well, of course, and we're trying to get in a better rhythm with homeschooling. So I've been putting a high priority, 1 on orders, as far as work goes, and then 2 on homeschooling to make sure we don't fall behind, because sometimes what happens is while I get really busy with work stuff, I just say, oh, we'll catch up on homeschool stuff later. Like I don't keep on a good rhythm. I have the boys do like online school and we cut our work together down drastically. I have been trying to instead say, okay, all my work hours are allotted to packages, but I don't get to cut into my homeschool time with the boys. I just have to cut into my YouTube time. So I'm trying to like train myself to create better routines so that all my energy isn't funneling into the work things first and then the boys are, you know, off schedule some. So anywho, we are back. Okay, I had $15 allotted for glasses, but I don't know how I thought I was going to do that. This, as far as my cash stuffings go, is very like less organized. So we're gonna skip glasses for now. And then similar situation, I had $5 allotted to costumes, and that's not gonna happen either. So let's see what we can stuff. Let's stuff, this goes to AAA and car tag. Let's put $40 into AAA and car tag. Do something responsible here. So yeah, homeschooling has been going well. The boys are very much on track. Life has been going well. I've just been making sure all those orders were a priority. That was our last bulk orders on Etsy too, guys. We are moving over to the website. Now I do have some February, so let me backtrack. I'm like kind of amping you up to say like I'm done with Etsy and I'm done with orders, but I do want to say I over created the February binders like that we're about to put together, and I know that we're running out of time for you guys to get them. So I do have a handful of these left if you want to purchase the physical item and like have this February binder shipped to you. There are some of these still on Etsy, so if you want to get it, go get it, because I over created maybe 10 of them. So I think currently there's a few listed on Etsy, but I'm going to put up a few more as well because I think I have 10 extra. All right, let's do 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. Perfect. And this is for AAA and car tag, which like I said, I was expecting these to come out together in February, but I think I'm gonna need to pay my car tag like pretty quick when I move. Okay, that is it. No, it's not. It's not it. It's not it. Let's go to car maintenance, and then we are putting into car maintenance and vacation, and then we are going to put together our weekly binder, which we haven't had in a while, and our monthly binder. Car maintenance, each of these is going to be, let's make each symbol worth $10. We're gonna put $20 into here. But to completely backtrack, what I was saying is it has been a couple of weeks. We have been really good. Let me know how you guys have been the last couple of weeks. I am curious to know if your week is off to, or if your year, I'm curious to know if your year is off to a good start. How's your cash stuffing going? If you have a channel, how's your channel doing? I feel like January is simultaneously both the month that we're all like, we're gonna get it together, but you're also kind of like, oh, it's like winter, you're tired, you are still trying to recuperate from the holidays. So while January's can feel very inspiring and like it's a fresh start, it feels like it comes at the wrong time of the year, right? Like, because we're all just trying to survive after holiday breaks and kids are finally getting back in school and getting in routine and all of the things. So let me know how you guys are doing. How's your budget doing? How is your family life going? I am curious to know. I hope you are all doing well. 50, 60, 70. Let's save our 50s for, okay. I'm laughing because I have no idea like how I thought this was gonna work. We're actually just gonna put okay, printer, scared me. We're gonna put $50 into vacation. If this video gets 700 likes, I will be back in 2 days for another cash stuffing, and that cash stuffing is going to be a bit more normal. Like, it's going to be like a regular cash stuffing for us, and I will be a little bit more organized. This is just money that I pulled probably 2 weeks ago that I had very specific intentions for, and you know, like in 2 weeks things can change. So the money and the types of like the increments of money I have don't match like what I'm trying to do with them today. So just a little bit, it's a little bit sloppy, I'm sorry. But vacation, we're gonna get $50 in here. I am excited to have a savings challenge binder back. I haven't had this you know, like the OG, the original style savings challenge binder. I haven't had one in a while. I really missed it. So I'm happy to be back with that. So these are basically our 3 savings challenge binders for 2024. Y'all know me, I love to change things up, but I am hopeful that this is what's going to work for me for a while and for at least, hopefully, until I move at the start of March. So this is it. We're gonna set this aside and move into our weekly and our monthly binders. So weekly binder is something that we haven't had lately, and I feel like my budget reflects that, like how my spending is going reflects that. So we're gonna get back to spending cash for our weekly money as well. Our categories are groceries, weekly money, and gas. I'm gonna add gas in here, and then the bank. We're gonna create new stickers in just a second. And if you saw, these are just like planner stickers. I tend to carry those with me because I love to play with my planner. So that, if you saw that, that's what that is. We will set that up last because I honestly don't even know that we're gonna have any weekly money for in here. We might have to start this next week. Let's see, we've got some 50s, 20s. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and set our February binder up. Now, if you buy the printable version, this is how it comes, right? Like, and you print it yourself. You have a front cover, a back cover, then you have mortgage, bills. You're about to see all the categories. If you purchase the physical binder and I ship it to you, it also, you know, it comes with the same stuff. It also comes with sticker labels, and it will come with a wallet if you want it to. That's what is currently, this binder is what is currently on Etsy. It's possibly my last remaining like physical shipped items, and everything left is printables. And then in the future, when I do sell physical items, it's going to be 1 item or 2 items at a time, at least for this year. And those will be on my website, jordanbudgets.community, or jordanbudgets.co.co. It is linked in on my YouTube profile if you're interested. Also, I have some freebies over there, completely free. You don't even have to plug in your email address or anything. And we're starting a community over there. It's $2, and the goal is that eventually all of my printables will be listed there for free for community members. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to figure out, if you don't mind hearing my spiels of like where all you can find me on the internet and stuff, let me know. If you do mind hearing it, I am sorry. I think I'm gonna start, I know I'm gonna start doing lives pretty soon. Let's just chat about this for a second, shall we, while I put these cards in here. We are going to start going live pretty frequently, very, very soon, while I am talking about the new community and get you guys kind of acquainted with it. And then at a point, those lives are going to move for community members only. And then maybe later I will launch them for everybody, but it won't be live anymore. Like, it'll be a live for community members, and then eventually it'll turn public so that everybody gets to view it, but it's specifically saved for members to get to kind of communicate with me and hang out while we do some different things with the community. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's go ahead before we put too many of these in, because I know I don't use all of those cards. Oh gosh, what am I'm not even doing it right. Okay, that card for me goes like that, and then our mortgage is $800 every single month now, but I will say that includes most of my bills. My mortgage and my bills are going to be together. Are you guys too far away today? I feel like the camera might be too far away. So our mortgage and bills for today, we're only going to add $50 because I did pay most of my mortgage and bills or like I didn't pay it yet, but it's set aside in a savings account. I did that with the last cash stuffing that we did together. I think I only need like $20 more to add to that and we're good. But let's go ahead and put a 50 in here just because, like I said, our money is kind of a mess today. Bills, I am going to keep a separate bills category because I have not had a phone bill for forever, but I'm about to switch plans and like have my own phone bill. And it is specifically because I need it more for work and I need a hotspot, and my current plan doesn't allow for that. Anyway, this bills category is going to start covering other bills. This you'll see as I get that bill and as we start talking about it, what kind of gets covered there. Subscriptions, I do have a few subscriptions. I've started canceling some. So I had a trampoline pass for the boys. I canceled that because we're moving. We probably will have another trampoline pass or some kind of fun pass for the boys. That's what that category is for. Next, we have a blank tracker, and we're going to use this one to save for groceries. This is how we're going to start changing things because I haven't been doing this in the past. But in the past, I'm like, oh, let's save for groceries for next month and, you know, try to get ahead. And then somehow that money ends up getting pulled and like allotted to where we need it right then. We are going to start trying to save, but I don't think we are going to pull the money unless it goes directly to our weekly money. If it doesn't go for that week, it doesn't get to get pulled, right? I'm just trying to create some systems for myself that make sense, because sometimes I save for something and then by the time it comes time to pull it, I use it as a cushion or like an unexpected need is really what should be in air quotes. An unexpected air quotes need comes up and, you know, we purchase it and it's like, okay, I'm not doing myself any favors here. So we are going to try to create some systems to hold ourselves a little bit more accountable. And one of those things is bringing back the weekly binder and being a little bit smarter about how I'm using this monthly binder. And again, that is something that you guys should see happen as we start working through this year and working through these binders again. Let's see, healthcare is a category I would like to keep a priority. What else did I need in here? Mortgage, we stuffed. Bills, we're not stuffing. Subscription, we're not stuffing right now. Groceries, healthcare. Actually, I'm coming back to bills because in bills, I do consider my car note a bill. We're just putting that category with bills. 50, 150, 200, 250. Now, I intended on stuffing this 2 weeks ago, right? It is much later in the month now. So I do need to get this category up to $400 so that I can pay my car note at the start of the month. Subscriptions, we are skipping. Groceries, we are gonna put, let's see what we have left. 50, 150, 200. We're gonna put 100 in here for groceries. Healthcare, skipping that for now. We are going to put, no, wait. Okay, we're gonna do away with the blank trackers. We're not gonna use those right now. We're not gonna use the month ahead right now either because I'm using this whole binder kind of trying to get a month ahead. I would love it if at a point we are a month ahead and then we can also add to this to get like that second month ahead. I'm feeling a little bit lost and confused, but I think I've got it together, okay? Debt payment, we do not need or we won't be using this month. Monthly savings challenge card. This card is going to go with all of our individual cards, which I'm not going to put together here on screen. I'm going to do that off screen. If you want to see it all put together and you want like more of a rundown of the monthly binder, you will be seeing it again as soon as we have that next cash stuffing. But just know that it saves $500 and it goes with this monthly savings challenge card. And this is going to be saving for my boys. I am having my boys help out some with Etsy, not like a huge amount, but like they are being very helpful. And I am hoping to have some more cooking videos at least when we move. It's very hard to do something like that in this little bitty space, but when we move, I'm hoping to do some cooking, like meals on a budget and things like that, and the boys will help me with that. So saying all of that to say, this is really like business money, and it's money that's going to be being paid to them, but this is just a fun way to save that money. And then this 150 savings we are going to use for saving for our I have a medication monthly for my thyroid disease, and then we also have, and then for weekly money. So that's what this 150 is saving for. And again, it's really trying to save to get ahead for like a month worth of weekly money. So any rollover that we don't want to store in our weekly binder, because again, trying to create systems where I'm not cheating myself out of money and just frivolously spending, you know, if I have a weak moment. So our weekly money, some weekly money will go in here if it has an actual need for that week, but if it's just money I'm trying to set aside for weekly money, it's going to go here, because this is not a wallet that I carry with me every single day. You could certainly use your monthly binder as something that you carry, but it's not personally something that I'm carrying. So that is all that's going there. Let's go ahead and trade out our stickers. So I do have some extra stickers from the monthly kit, and you guys, if you are using the monthly kit, you should as well, because I do give you 6 blank labels if you order the physical monthly kit. So I'm just going to trade these out because it's kind of extra that's in my kit that, like, why not? Grocery money, I'm going to write on this in just a minute, but just to kind of start cutting this video, cutting you guys off because it's getting kind of lengthy. This first tab is going to be groceries, and we're going to put 140 in here. I typically need a bit more like 200 these days, but I am trying to eat or like use up everything that we currently have already. So I'm being really strategic because I don't want to move with boxes full of food. I would rather eat it here and get to purchase and start fresh in a couple of months. So I'm keeping our budget as low as I possibly can for our groceries, but 140 should be fine to get some fresh foods and to get some proteins and things like that. Next, we are going to have gas for the car. I'm gonna put, I don't need, actually, okay, this is how we're gonna do it. In the future, we're gonna have better bills so that we can break it up. But for today, we're putting $50 in here. This is gonna be for gas and for weekly money. And then in the future, our weekly money is going to be here. So it's just a little bit more divided and I can kind of keep an eye on things. Now, also in the monthly though, I should have some extra trackers. Yes. Okay, so I didn't use 2 of my trackers from the monthly set. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them with groceries because that is something that is helpful to track. I'm not gonna track gas as much. I mean, gas is kind of, it is what it is for us. We don't drive all over the place. We drive where we need to go. We go to soccer, we go to play dates. So there's no use in me really tracking gas because it's not like I'm going to drive less to save money there, but we can track our weekly spending. That would be very helpful. The only category we should have left is I'm going to do just like what you see here, to the bank. So again, I'm gonna write all of these in off camera, but that is all that's gonna be kept in my weekly binder. This is what goes with me: groceries, gas, and then weekly money, meaning like if I really, whoa, that was weird. If I really wanted, sorry, the camera focus got really weird. If I really want to take them to get ice cream, or we go to the beach and we need a little bit of extra gas money, something like that would count as weekly money. I'm trying to keep that super low though. And then to the bank, if I spend, say I get groceries and I decide I want to do a pickup, I keep my limit including taxes and everything. I keep it under the 140 that I stuffed here. I'm not afraid to use a credit card or debit card if I have the cash in my wallets to back it up. So for example, if I want to do a grocery pickup, I would take this 140 out, I would put it in back to the bank here, and then I would pay off that credit card immediately. Does that make sense? So I am a cash budger that will do cash, card, or credit. I'm not scared to do any of it, but it needs to be in my wallet. And whenever I do that grocery pickup, I have to keep the taxes and everything under 140 because I know that's what's in this zipper pouch, right? Okay, I think that is it. We do have a little bit of money left over, but I think we're gonna go ahead and bring this to the bank and we will just pull it. If we do a cash stuffing in a couple days, that means that we met our 700 likes. So please don't forget to do that. If you would like to recommend the video to family, friends, whoever you think might find it interesting, that would also be appreciated. That is it for today's cash stuffing. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.